Let's talk about getting contacts into Mimiran. You can, of course, add a new contact. You can import a CSV file. You can connect your calendar. You can use meetings that will grab contact info and stick it in Mimiran or lead capture forms. But sometimes you just have a block of text. It could be an email signature. It could be a LinkedIn contact info page. It could be a whole bunch of contact info from different people, say in a Zoom chat log, and you want to get this into Mimiran without having to do a whole bunch of manual work. I was using AI to do this, but I didn't like that for a few reasons. One, privacy implications. In theory, it's safe and fine, but you never know. Um, Speed, it's not super fast. And then consistency. Usually it would work pretty well, but it wouldn't always work the same way each time. I wanted to be able to do it within the application itself. So all the data stays in the same database as Mimiran, and it can happen quickly, it can happen consistently, and also give you a chance to edit as needed. So let's say you were in a Zoom meeting and you got a bunch of people pasting contact info into the chat log. You want to be able to paste that into Mimiran real quick and get going. You can click this import via text button on the contacts page and you'll have a page here that allows you just to paste in a block of text. Say this is my Zoom chat log. I just copy and paste that in here. And if I want to, I can select a tag that's going to be the default tag for everyone who gets imported this way. I don't have to do that. And I can change this when I go through. But sometimes if I know, hey, everybody in here is more or less going to be a partner, maybe I want to start with that. And then I can preview what it's found. It's found 4 contacts and 6 lines that it couldn't assign. And you can see it's got contact info for these 4 people. And if I want to go in and make any adjustments, maybe I already know something about who their ideal client is. And maybe this person's actually not a partner, they're going to be a prospect, so on and so forth. And notice here that we didn't actually pick up a name from Elena. Maybe the way she pasted her info in didn't permit that to happen really easily. So we can always go in and edit that manually. And then down here, we've got a bunch of things that it couldn't parse. And if you had information here, sometimes people, maybe they forget their calendar link and someone says, hey, can you put your calendar link in? And they put it in later. Depending on whether it gets picked up by the parser or not, it might appear here. You can always copy any of these and then drop them into the appropriate field. You can delete them. It's going to ignore all of these. Sometimes you end up with a huge chunk of unused, unassigned data, and it's just kind of convenient to be able to delete them. So you're just scanning a little bit more easily. And now I can say import contacts. And here are my 4 contacts that I have pasted in. Now, notice that it's going to show me everyone that got updated in this latest iteration. If for some reason there were contacts that were already there, if there was new information, it's going to update them. If it's got the same information, it's not going to update them. And so you may not see all the contacts here. That just means that they're already in there and nothing changed. If you only import 1 contact, it's going to take you straight to the page for that contact. But hopefully this way, using this import from text facility, it's really easy to grab that Zoom chat log. That's probably the primary way that I use it, but sometimes I use it for email signatures, LinkedIn text, or even just somebody maybe sharing some Google slides or something like that. They've got their contact info in a block. I can grab all that real quick and not have to type it in one field at a time. So that's import via text, now done all in Mimiran without sending your data to any third parties and letting you preview and make any adjustments before you run the import. And of course, I could go in here and maybe all of these people came from one referral source. I can always go in and edit them and even edit all of them together or some subset of them together to make it easy. I don't have to necessarily go in and do them one at a time.